The 2. Bundesliga, et svaɪ unregistered trademark ʻbʊndəsliɪ and unregistered trademark svaɪ, is the second division of professional football in Germany. The 2. Bundesliga is ranked below the Bundesliga and above the 3. Liga in the German football league system. All of the 2. Bundesliga clubs qualify for the DFB-Pokal, the annual German Cup competition. A total of 123 clubs have competed in the 2. Bundesliga since its foundation. The decision to establish the league as the second level of football in West Germany was taken in May 1973. The league started operating in August 1974, then with 2 divisions of 20 clubs. It was reduced to a single division in 1981. From the 1991 Euro 92 season onwards, clubs from former East Germany started participating in the league, briefly expanding it to 2 divisions again. It returned to a single division format again at the end of that season and has been playing with 18 clubs as its strength since 1994. 2 clubs from the 2. Bundesliga are directly promoted to the Bundesliga, while a third promoted club has been determined through playoffs from 1974 to 1991 and again since 2008. Between 1991 and 2008, the third-placed club in the league was directly promoted. The bottom clubs in the league are relegated to the third division, which has been, from 1974 to 1994, the Oberliga, from 1994 to 2008 the Regionalliga, and since 2008 the 3. Liga. The number of relegated clubs has fluctuated over the years. Since 2008, 2 clubs are directly relegated, while the third-last team has the opportunity to defend its league place in playoffs against the third-placed team of the 3. Liga. The 1. FC now 1/4 RNBERG holds the record number of championships in the league with 4. The club also holds the record for number of promotions from the 2. Bundesliga to the Bundesliga, 7. History, formation. The decision to establish a 2. Bundesliga as a fully professional league below the Bundesliga was made at the annual convention of the German Football Association, the DFB, at Frankfurt on June 30, 1973. The league replaced the 5 Regionalligas that were at this level from 1963 to 1974. Each Regionalliga had a set quota of clubs that could qualify for the new league, with the Regionalliga Saar 1/4 D receiving 13 spots, the Regionalliga West 12, the Regionalliga Nord and Regionalliga Saar 1/4 West 7 and the Regionalliga Berlin 1. The qualified teams were established through a ranking that took the last 5 seasons of the Regionalliga into account. The new 2. Bundesliga was split into a northern and a southern division with 20 clubs each. Each division had its champion directly promoted to the Bundesliga, while the 2 runners-up would contest a 2-leg playoff to determine the third promoted team. The bottom 4 clubs in each league were relegated, however, as the number of clubs relegated from the Bundesliga to each division could vary, so could the number of clubs in the league and therefore the number of teams relegated. 2. Bundesliga North and South 1974 to 1981. The first ever game of the league was played on Friday, 2 August 1974 between 1. FC Zabra 1/4 CKEN and SV Darmstadt 98 and ended in a 1-0 win for Zabra 1/4 CKEN, with Nikolaus Semlich scoring the first ever goal of the new league. The inaugural champions of the league were Hannover 96 in the north and Karlsruhe SC in the south, both former Bundesliga clubs. The playoffs for the third Bundesliga spot were contested by FK Masons and Bayer Werdingen, with Werdingen winning 6-0 at home after a 4-4 draw in the first leg. The 3 promoted teams however proved uncompetitive in the Bundesliga, with Hannover and Werdingen being relegated straight away again, while Karlsruhe lasted for only 2 seasons. The second season saw league championships for Tennis Borussia Berlin and 1. FC Zabra 1/4 CKEN, with Tennis Borussia lasting for only 1 season and 1. FCS for 2. The contest for the third promotion spot pitted 2 far bigger names of German football against each other, with Borussia Dortmund edging out 1. FC now 1/4 RNBERG with 2 wins, ending Dortmund's 4-year second division spell. The last round of the season in the South also saw an all-time goal-scoring record per round when 55 goals were scored in 10 games. The Northern Division incidentally set the second-best mark when it scored 51 goals the day before. In 1976 Euro 77 the league champions were FC St. Pauli and VfB Stuttgart, while the third promotion spot went to TSV 1860 1/4 NCHEN, having had to play a third game after Arminia Bielefeld and TSV 1860 each won their home games for a Euro-0, with the decider ending to a Euro-0 in favour of the southern team. Ottmar Hitzfeld set an all-time Bundesliga record in May 1977 when he scored 6 goals in a league match for VfB Stuttgart against Jahn Regensburg. Bielefeld won promotion as the champions of the Northern Division in the following season, as did Southern champion SV Darmstadt 98, entering the Bundesliga for the first time in its history. Third place went to 1. FC now 1/4 RNBERG, who overcame Rot-Weiss Essen with a 1-0 home win and a 2-0 all-draw away. For now 1/4 RNBERG it ended a 9-year absence from the Bundesliga. Horst Rubisch set an all-time record that season for goals in one season, 41 scored for Rot-Weiss Essen. In 1978 a Euro 79 direct promotion went to TSV 1860 1/4 NCHEN and Bayer Leverkusen, while the play-off was won, once more, by Bayer Wedingen, which defeated SPVGG Bayreuth 2-1 at home after a draw away. In the north, 2 clubs were relegated from the league for financial reasons: Westfalia Herne, which had finished 5th, and former Bundesliga side FC St. Pauli, which had come 6th. The following seasons saw 1. FC now 1/4 RNBERG and Arminia Bielefeld clinch another promotion from the 2. Bundesliga, as did Karlsruher SC, which overcame Rot-Weiss Essen by winning 5-1 at home after losing 3-1 away. Arminia Bielefeld set an all-time 2. Bundesliga record when it defeated Arminia Hannover 11-0 in May 1980, the biggest ever win in the league. The 1980 Euro 81 season, the 7th of the league, was also its last in this format. From 1981 it played as a single division of 20 teams after a decision taken on June 7, 1980, when, at a special convention of the DFB, the introduction of the single division 2. Bundesliga was decided upon with a majority of 84 votes to 77. The Northern Division was unusually strong that season, having received all 3 relegated teams of the 1979 Euro 80 Bundesliga season, SV Werder Bremen, Eintracht Braunschweig and Hertha BSC, and playing with 22 teams. Bremen won the league while Braunschweig came second. Hertha missed out despite scoring 123 goals. In the south, the league was won by SV Darmstadt 98 for a second time, while runners-up Kickers Offenbach lost out to Braunschweig in the playoffs. The reduction of the league to a single division meant 22 teams were relegated while no team was promoted to the 2. Bundesliga that season. Single division era 1981 to 1991, the new single division league of 20 teams saw only a small change in modus. The top 2 in the league were promoted while the third-placed team played the 16th-placed Bundesliga side in a home and away playoff for one more spot in the Bundesliga. The bottom 4 in the league were relegated. The inaugural season saw FC Schalke 04 compete in the 2. Bundesliga for the first time, and win it. Second place went to Hertha BSC, while third-placed Kickers Offenbach missed out on promotion after losing both playoff games to Bayer Leverkusen. Fourth place went to TSV 1860 1/4 NCHEN, 1 point behind Offenbach, but the club found itself relegated after the DFB refused it a license for the following season. This decision kept 17th-placed SG Watney at 09, the best-placed team on a relegation rank, in the league. The following season finally saw Kickers Offenbach win promotion from the 2. Bundesliga, behind champions SV Waldhof Mannheim, who had never played in the Bundesliga before. Bayer Wedingen, in third place, won promotion through the playoffs for a third time, this time overcoming the previous season's 2. Bundesliga champions FC Schalke 04. Schalke bounced back immediately, coming second behind Karlsruhe SC in 1983 €84. Third place went to MSV Duisburg over decisively beaten 0-5 by Bundesliga side Eintracht Frankfurt at home. At the other end, Rot-Weiss Essen, after having failed to win promotion to the Bundesliga through the playoffs twice from the two Bundesliga, was relegated to amateur football that season. 1. FC now 1/4 RNBERG took out the championship of the single Division 2 Bundesliga for the first time in 1985, with Hannover 96 coming second. Third placed 1. FC Zabra 1/4 CKN also won promotion courtesy to a 2-0 home win over Arminia Bielefeld after a draw away. Kickers Offenbach, freshly relegated from the Bundesliga, came only 19th in the 2 Bundesliga, suffered another relegation, as did another former Bundesliga side, FC St. Pauli, having returned to the league for the first time after having had its license revoked in 1979. In 1985 €86, 3 clubs from Berlin competed in the league, but none the following season, with Blau 90 Berlin achieving its one and only promotion to the Bundesliga while Hertha BSC and Tennis Borussia were relegated to amateur football. The league champions were FC 08 Homburg, also promoted to the Bundesliga for the first time. Arguably one of the most famous playoff contests in 2 Bundesliga history, however, were the games between third-placed Fortuna Kar-Paragraph-LN and Borussia Dortmund. Kar-Paragraph-LN won 2-0 at home, followed by a 3-1 for Dortmund, making a third game necessary as the away goal rule did not apply to the Bundesliga versus 2 Bundesliga playoffs at the time. This third game was won 8-0 by Borussia Dortmund in front of 50,000 in neutral Dar 1/4 Düsseldorf. In the relegation zone, MSV Duisburg followed the 2 Berlin clubs into amateur football as a third former Bundesliga side that season. Hannover 96 and Karlsruhe SC won promotion once more in 1987 while third-place FC St. Pauli, freshly promoted from amateur football again, missed out by a goal in the playoffs against FC Homburg. At the bottom end, Eintracht Braunschweig became another former Bundesliga side and champion to drop into the third division. FC St. Pauli ended a 10-year wait for Bundesliga return in 1988 when it finished runners-up to Stuttgarter Kickers, who were promoted to the Bundesliga for the first time. Third-placed SV Darmstadt 98 missed out on penalties in the deciding third game against SV Waldhof Mannheim after each side had won their home game by a goal. Arminia Bielefeld came a distant last and was relegated, while 17th-placed SpVgg Bayreuth was rescued when Rot-Weiss Oberhausen was refused a license. Fortuna Dar 1/4 Düsseldorf won the league championship in 1988-89, with 2 clubs from the Saarland coming second and third, FC Homburg and 1. FC Zabra 1/4 CKEN. Zabra 1/4 CKN, however, was unable to overcome Eintracht Frankfurt in the later club's second successful playoff defense of its Bundesliga place. SpVgg Bayreuth finished 17th again but was again spared from relegation when Kickers Offenbach was refused a license. Also relegated were Union Solingen after 14 consecutive seasons in the league. At the end of the season, Spanish-born Joker N. Monta ± a copyright S retired from 2 Bundesliga football after 479 games for Alemannia Aachen in the league from 1974 to 1989, a record for any player with a single club in the league. In 1990, Hertha BSC completed its return from amateur football to the Bundesliga with a 2 Bundesliga title, followed up by SG Wattenhead 09, who entered the Bundesliga for the first time. 1. FC Zabra 1/4 CKN failed in the playoffs for a second consecutive time when it missed out to VfL Bochum, thereby ensuring a Bochum derby in the Bundesliga between VfL and Wattenhead for the following season. In the relegation zone, SpVgg Bayreuth failed to get reprieved for a third consecutive season and dropped into amateur football, as did Alemannia Aachen, a founding member of the 2 Bundesliga who had played all 16 seasons of the league until then. The 10th season of the single Division 2 Bundesliga was to be the last in its current format for a time as the German reunion in 1991 led to changes to the league after this season. With FC Schalke 04 and MSV Duisburg, two long-term Bundesliga teams finished at the top of the league. In third place, Stuttgarter Kickers had to play FC St. Pauli 3 times to earn promotion, the first 2 contests having ended 1-1 while Stuttgart won the third 3-1. FC svaɪ 05 in last place became one of the worst clubs in the league history when it only won 2 games all season. Rot-Weiss Essen had its license revoked, which allowed SV Darmstadt 98 to avoid relegation. German reunion 1991 Euro 92. In the 1991 Euro 92 season, the league was expanded to 24 teams and 2 regional divisions, North and South, to accommodate 6 new East German clubs which joined the league that season. The East German clubs were spread very uneven, with 1 going to the north and 5 to the south, caused by the geographic location of those clubs. Only the league champions were promoted to the Bundesliga that year, which were Bayer Wedingen in the north and 1. FC Zabra 1/4 CKEN in the south. The bottom 3 in each division were relegated, 3 of which were from former East Germany. The other 2 were former Bundesliga clubs, Blau 90 Berlin and TSV 1860 Ma 1/4 NCHEN, with the latter having played its first season back in the 2. Bundesliga after their license was revoked in 1982. At the end of this season the league returned to the single division format, but with still 24 clubs as its strength. Single division era 1992 to present. The 1992 Euro 93 season was a momentous one, with 24 teams competing in a single league and each club playing 46 games. 3 clubs were promoted directly, as would be the case from then on until 2008, with the playoffs having been abolished. SC Freiburg won the league and promotion for the first time. Behind it, MSV Duisburg made a return to the Bundesliga while third-placed VfB Leipzig became the first former East German club to earn promotion from the 2. Bundesliga. 7 clubs were relegated from the league to reduce its strength to 20 clubs again from the following season. Of those, Eintracht Braunschweig, Fortuna Dar 1/4 Düsseldorf and SV Darmstadt 98 were former Bundesliga sides. The following season saw changes again as it was the last with 20 clubs. Promoted were VfL Bochum, Bayer Wedingen and TSV 1860 Ma 1/4 NCHEN, which had just won promotion from the 3rd division the year before and returned to the Bundesliga for the first time since 1981. At the bottom end, 5 clubs were relegated, 4 of those former Bundesliga sides and the 5th one, FC Karl Zeiss Jena, from former East Germany. The league level below the 2. Bundesliga was changed profoundly in 1994 with the Oberligas replaced by the new Regionalligas, which allowed for direct promotion to the 2. Bundesliga for the first time since 1980. The league itself was now reduced to 18 clubs with no playoffs, 3 promoted and 4 relegated teams, a system it would maintain until 2008, when the playoffs were reintroduced. Hansa Rostock won the 2. Bundesliga for the first time in 1995 and FC St. Pauli and Fortuna Dar 1/4 Düsseldorf followed it up to the Bundesliga. In the relegation zone, FSV Frankfurt came a distant last with only 3 wins to its name, while the 2 Saarland sides FC Homburg and 1. FC Zabra 1/4 CKEN accompanied it. The latter, despite finishing 7th, had its license revoked, thereby sparing FSV Zwickau from relegation. The 1995 Euro 96 season saw VfL Bochum win the league again, with second-placed Arminia Bielefeld winning promotion straight after having been promoted from the Regionalliga the year before. Third place went to MSV Duisburg while Hannover 96, 1. FC Now 1/4 RNBERG and SG Wattenscheid 09 were all former Bundesliga clubs now suffering relegation to the 3rd division. The 1. FC Kaiserslautern and Eintracht Frankfurt had suffered their first ever relegation from the Bundesliga in 1996. The former won the league and bounced back immediately, while Frankfurt remained at this level for another season. Kaiserslautern was accompanied up by VfL Wolfsburg, who won promotion for the first time, and Hertha BSC. Kaiserslautern would also become the first and only club to win the Bundesliga as a freshly promoted side the following year. The 1. FC Kaiserslautern and SV Meppen also set a record for number of goals in a game, 13, when Kaiserslautern defeated Meppen 7-6. Eintracht Frankfurt won the league in 1998 with SC Freiburg coming second while 1. FC now 1/4 RNBERG, freshly returned from the Regionalliga, came third. At the bottom VfB Leipzig was one of 3 clubs from the east to be relegated, alongside SV Meppen, which dropped out of the league after 11 consecutive seasons there. The 1998-99 season saw the 1. FC Karl-Paragraph-Ellen in the league for the first time, having been relegated from the Bundesliga after 35 consecutive seasons there from the start of the league in 1963. Karl-Paragraph-Ellen only managed to come 10th, while the league was won by Arminia Bielefeld. Behind Bielefeld SPVGG Unterhaching and SSV Ulm 1846 entered the Bundesliga for the very first time. Last place in the league went to Fortuna Darwan Düsseldorf, which was accompanied to the Regionalliga by SG Wattenhead 09, KFC Weddingen 05, formerly Bayer Weddingen, and FC Garwan Düsseldorf. The first season of the new millennium saw the end of an era, with Fortuna Karl-Paragraph-Ellen being relegated after 26 consecutive seasons in the league since the start in 1974. Local rival 1. FC Karl-Paragraph-Ellen won the league while VfL Bochum came second and FC Energy Cottbus, in third place, moved up to the Bundesliga for the first time. Fortuna Karl-Paragraph-Ellen was accompanied to the Regionalliga by Karlsruhe SC, Kickers Offenbach and Tennis Borussia Berlin, who had their license revoked. In 2000-01, the league was won by 1. FC now 1/4 RNBERG once again, with Borussia Mönchengladbach earning promotion back to the Bundesliga after a 2-year absence. FC St. Pauli was the third promoted team. SSV Ulm 1846, freshly relegated from the Bundesliga, finished the season in 16th place and became insolvent. Hannover 96, Arminia Bielefeld and VfL Bochum are promoted teams in 2002, while the following season saw 1. FC Karl-Paragraph-Ellen and Eintracht Frankfurt competing and succeeding for promotion again, behind league champions SC Freiburg. In 2004, 1. FC now 1/4 RNBERG and Arminia Bielefeld earned another one of their many promotions while third-placed 1. FSV Mainz 05 was a newcomer to the Bundesliga. Like in 2003, 2005 saw 1. FC Karl-Paragraph-Ellen and Eintracht Frankfurt win promotion while between them, in second place, MSV Duisburg moved up 2. At the bottom end 3 of the 4 relegated clubs shared similar names, Rot-Weihe Oberhausen, Rot-Weiss Essen and Rot-Weihe Erfurt, with the 4th team relegated being Eintracht Trier. VfL Bochum won the league again in 2006 while FC Energy Cottbus returned to the Bundesliga for a second 3-year stint. In second place Alemannia Aachen returned to the Bundesliga for the first time since 1970. Relegated that year were Dynamo Dresden, former East German powerhouse, after a 2-year stint in TH League. 2006 also saw the retirement of Willy Landgraf from 2. Bundesliga football. Landgraf had played a record 582 Bundesliga games from 1986 to 2006, playing in the league for Rot-Weiss Essen, FC 08 Homburg, FC Garwan Düsseldorf and Alemannia Aachen. Karlsruhe SC ended an absence from the Bundesliga that had lasted since 1998 when it won the league in 2007 and was followed up by Hansa Rostock and MSV Duisburg. Freshly relegated Borussia Mönchengladbach won the league the following year, with new Bundesliga club TSG 1899 Hoffenheim second and 1. FC Karl-Paragraph-Ellen third. The 2008-09 season saw the return of playoffs. The third-placed team in the 2. Bundesliga now played the 16th-placed team in the Bundesliga for a spot in that league. At the other end of the table, the 16th-placed 2. Bundesliga side would now also play the third-placed team in the new 3. Liga, which had replaced the Regionalliga as the third division. SC Freiburg and 1. FSV Mainz 05 were directly promoted that season, while 1. FC now 1/4 RNBERG had to enter the playoffs, in which it defeated FC Energy Cottbus 5-0 on aggregate. At the relegation end, VfL Osnabrück 1/4 CK lost its 2. Bundesliga place to SC Paderborn 07 from the 3. Liga, 1. FC Kaiserslautern ended a 4-year spell in the 2. Bundesliga in 2010 with a league championship, with FC St. Pauli coming second. The FC Augsburg finished third but was unable to overcome 1. FC now 1/4 RNBERG in the playoffs and lost 3-0 on aggregate. Hansa Rostock, in 16th place, dropped out of the 2. Bundesliga when it lost both playoff games to FC Ingolstadt 04. Hertha BSC and FC Augsburg were directly promoted to the Bundesliga in 2010, the later for the first time, while VfL Bochum in third place missed out on promotion against Borussia Mönchengladbach. VfL Osnabrück 1/4 CK found itself unsuccessfully defending its league place again, losing to Dynamo Dresden in extra time in the second leg. After 15 consecutive seasons in the 2. Bundesliga and numerous attempts at promotion, SpVgg grew the far 1/4 ATH finally won the league in 2012. Eintracht Frankfurt came second and Fortuna Dar 1/4 Düsseldorf returned to the Bundesliga for the first time since 1997 when it defeated Hertha BSC in TH playoffs. Karlsruhe SC failed to remain in the 2. Bundesliga when it was relegated on away goal rule after 2 drawn games against Jahn Regensburg. Hertha BSC won the 2. Bundesliga for the second time in 3 seasons in 2012 Euro 13 and was accompanied up by Eintracht Braunschweig, who had not played in the Bundesliga since 1985. Third placed 1. FC Kaiserslautern lost both games to 1899 Hoffenheim and thereby failed to get promoted. Dynamo Dresden became the first 2. Bundesliga side in 5 attempts to hold on to their league place, while 3. Liga side VfL Osnabrück 1/4 CK missed out in the playoffs for a third time in 3 attempts. The 2013 Euro 14 season ended with 1. FC Car Paragraph LN winning the league, followed up by SC Paderborn 07 who won promotion to the Bundesliga for the first time. Relegated were Energy Cottbus and Dynamo Dresden, both former Bundesliga sides. Third-placed SpVgg grew the far 1/4 ATH failed to gain promotion after 2 draws with Bundesliga club Hamburger SV. At the bottom end 2 Eastern clubs were relegated, Dynamo Dresden and Energy Cottbus, while Arminia Bielefeld entered the relegation round. The most consistent team in the league, as of 2012 Euro 13, is Alemannia Aachen, having won 1,481 points from 1,020 games, while Fortuna Car Paragraph LN comes second in the all-time table. In third place sits SpVgg grew the far 1/4 ATH, best placed of the current 2 Bundesliga clubs, while last place, number 1, 2, 3, goes to Spandauer SV with just 10 points to its name. For the 2014 Euro 15 season, 2 new teams with now previous 2 Bundesliga experience have entered the league, 1. FC Heidenheim and RB Leipzig. Members of the 2 Bundesliga, for details on the 2 Bundesliga 2013-14 season, see here. Division setup, changes in division setup, number of clubs, currently 18. From 1974 to 1981 there were 2 divisions, each of 20 teams. From 1981 to 1991 it had 20. The 1991 Euro 92 season was played in 2 groups of 12 teams each. 1992 Euro 93 again in 1 group with 24 teams, 1993 Euro 94 with 20 teams. Teams promoted to the Bundesliga, 3. 1981 Euro 1991 there was a promotion-relegation round, in 1991 Euro 92 there was 1 promotion per group. Number of relegations into the Regionalliga, 4. 1991 Euro 92, 2 Euro 3 per group. 1992 Euro 93, 7. Promotion and relegation. From the 1992 Euro 93 season to the 2008 Euro 09 season, the top three teams gained promotion into the Bundesliga. After this, and to the present, only the top two teams are promoted automatically, and the third-placed team plays a two-leg playoff against the team that finishes 16th in the Bundesliga. Until the 2007 Euro 08 season, the bottom four teams were relegated into the regional leagues. Since the 2008-09, following the inception of the Liga, only the bottom two teams are relegated into the Liga automatically. The third from bottom team can avoid relegation by winning a two-leg playoff against the team that finishes in third place in the Liga. League rules. Since the 2006 Euro 07 season, there is no limit on non-EU players in the league anymore. Instead, clubs are required to have 8 players on the squad who have come up through the youth system of a German club, 4 of which have to come from the club's own youth system. 7 substitutes are permitted to be selected, from which 3 can be used in the duration of the game. League champions, Second Bundesliga. Bold denotes team earned promotion. Promoted and relegated teams. The list of teams that earned promotion to and from the Bundesliga or were relegated from the league. Records, as of May 14, 2014, player records, game records, spectators, the spectator figures since 1992, when the league returned to the single division format, top scorers. The most recent top goal scorers in the league, references. External links, Deutscher Fußball-Bund, Bundesliga.com.